So Katie, you're the director of Advertising Week Europe. What can we expect? And in fact, what's the best parts that you think are coming up?
Oh, there's so much. Firstly, our new home, which is here, 180 Studios, which just brings a whole different energy to Advertising Week. We really got to grips with it last year. We're so excited to bring it to life again. It's the biggest event that happens in this space, and we absolutely love getting into every corner, keep finding new spaces all the time. We love it. This year at Advertising Week Europe, we have got more CMOs, MDs and brand stories.
Right,
case
are
studies.
you going to share a sneak peek?
I will tell you.
Awesome.
Some of this is live on the agenda. First of all, we've got Jaguar. It's
Nice.
the one that whenever I mention to people, they are really excited to hear what happened. How did that rebrand come to life? What was the idea? What was the intention? What's the reaction? How does the brand feel about it? So I'm really excited to hear that one. We have got stories from KFC and Burger King. We have got Tony's Chocolonely, John Lewis, Tommy's and Mamas and Papas. We've got Nokia. There are so many brands that are coming to talk to us. McLaren, and a huge number of, a big variety of brands.
Tesco Media.
Tesco Media will be doing a session on the retail media and commerce stage. We've got loads of brand partners that I'm really excited to see what they're talking about, and they're the kind of mainstay of the content that we provide. So we work really hard with our brand partners to help them build stories that will really represent them well, but also be really interesting to our delegates too. So that's an exciting part of what we build at Advertising Week.
Now, what I love about 180 Studios is that it's really like a real cultural hub for creativity, etc. And it's got so many brands that are actually within this building, right? So last year we had the Culture Lounge, and now it's called the Empower Lounge.
So
we had some meetups there as well, community meetups.
We will have community meetups in the Empower Lounge, and I think they're a really important part of what we do at Advertising Week. So we want to bring and connect people from all over the industry that might not necessarily cross paths in everyday life. So this year we are working with the Marketing Society, who will be doing a brand meetup. We're working with MIFA, we're working with At My Table, we're working with Advertising, there'll be a First Timers. There's a whole host of these meetups that will enable people to come together, connect, make new friends.
Good.
You never know where it might lead from a career perspective, but it also just allows people to share stories, bring each other along. I think they're a really important part of what we do.
Yeah, and you know, let's be real. We're going to have like over around 7,000 attendees, right, in this building, and for somebody that might be coming by themselves, that it probably can get sometimes a little bit overwhelmed because there's so much that you can do. So what's the best way of navigating Advertising Week Europe?
Definitely spend a bit of time with the agenda before you come. If you just land, you might get that sense of overwhelm that there is so much to choose from. But it is carefully curated as well. So it might be that there are days across the 3 days that are more appropriate for you and what you do in your job. So it might be that those are the best days to kind of plan your time around, and the community meetups and those sorts of things. So definitely spend some time with the agenda before you get here. When you're here, the app is a really good way to navigate yourself around. We very carefully schedule, so you should always be able to go to a theatre depending on what time it is. You'll be able to go and access some content. One of the things I always love doing is go to something unexpected. Don't necessarily feel like you have to go to the thing that represents your industry or what you are doing. There'll be interesting things from right the way across to inspire you. And also there's the big names as well, right? So we really pride ourselves on our celebrity lineup. We don't just bring people in to promote their latest book or tell us about their TV show. We love to have the big brands or the big celebrities talking about our world.
Like last year, we had a good one with Stacey Solomon, right?
I think Stacey Solomon was fascinating last year because she talked about her impact on a small business and the supply chain. So she didn't just come in and talk about her show, she talked about how she really works with brands and how she invested them. This year we've got Gary Lineker. He's not going to be talking about Match of the Day, which he'll nearly be finished, but he's going to be talking about Goal Hanger and how he's been a co-founder of the now largest independent podcasting business in the world. So really interesting story.
Wow.
We've never heard him tell, to my knowledge.
Yeah.
So that one I think will be really
Gary
interesting.
V's pretty cool.
Gary V's pretty cool.
Don't know how you
He's
pulled that
coming
one.
over
That's
for
cool.
Programming team. Jamie's
Come
done a
on.
great job there.
Jamie.
So he's coming over, and both of those two are doing brand masterclasses as well. So they're exclusive, smaller workshops, just for brand marketers who'll be able to come along and get a bit more of an intimate experience with both of those two.
Something that it just reminds me about, growing up, which was gladiators. That was pretty sick. So talk to us. How come you got the gladiators
So
here?
we're working with the BBC, who are bringing Nitro and Fire, two of the gladiators. They will be available for selfies, because I don't care how grown up you think you are.
Yeah.
If you get given the opportunity for a photo with a pugil stick and a
Come on.
gladiator, you're going to take it. But they're also going to be talking about how you kind of keep a brand like that going, and a brand that's very nostalgic for kind of British TV, and how you kind of rebirth it and make it relevant for a current audience. So that'll be a great session.
So we know that 3 days out of work is obviously can be quite intense, and not everybody can do that. So what do we have here that can actually facilitate?
Right behind us is the networking area. We totally understand that it's very hard these days to block out your diary for 3 days. But what we have done is worked really hard to make sure there is enough space for people to come in and be able to work as well. We want you to be able to be connected to the office while enriching yourself and learning more. So that's a really important part.
And we have that in the VIP.
There's
lounge.
also the VIP and speaker lounge as well, so people can hang out there and network with their peers too.
Something that we haven't spoken about yet is the Future is Female Award. Can you talk to us a little bit about that?
Futures Female Awards.
And can guys go?
Absolutely, guys can come. We want our allies and our advocates in the space. Futures Female Awards is a global advertising week initiative, and it's about celebrating the work of incredible women, and there are many. The number of entries we get is off the chart. It's unbelievable, and it's the warmest award ceremony I've ever been into. So 10 incredible women are recognised and celebrated. We get so many entries. Anyone can enter anyone, so you can self-nominate, but you can also be nominated by somebody you work with, and we encourage men to enter their female colleagues as well. But we also really want men to come into the space and celebrate with us on the evening. But importantly, the judging panel is all female.
That's pretty cool. And why is that important?
Because it's pretty rare for an all-female judging panel, and actually what we've learned from past winners is that getting that acknowledgement from an all-female judging panel felt really important. So we're proud to be one of the awards that allows that to happen.
Right, and we're going to wrap this up with a party. Talk to us about what's happening this year.
So this space will be turned into our wrap party, this year brought to us by Artlist, who are going to bring some fantastic artists. Right at the end of the day on the Thursday, this will become a really fun spot to celebrate, let your hair down, enjoy the last evening, and we really hope everyone will join us for that.